Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, home of the White House. You see, a lot has changed in D.C. over the years. It's a big difference from when I was coming up in the 80s and the 90s. There was so much murder, we were so immune to it, I didn't think I was gonna make 18.
Washington is now the murder capital of America.
In the early 80s, early 90s, man, we lost so many people, man. And by the grace of God, I survived. This is a story of how a young brother from the murder capital who started from nothing and is now a successful entrepreneur. I traveled a lot of places, I've seen a lot of faces. This is not meant to brag or boast about my lifestyle. This is strictly meant to inspire and motivate you, and hopefully you see that if I can do it, you can do it. This is my story. I'm from Washington, D.C., northeast side. Hung in southeast, hung in northwest. Man, as a child, man, I always wanted the best. You know, my mother, you know, she kept a clean house. You know, she had white carpet. You had to take your shoes off when you come in. I always saw myself as a owner or wanting a whole lot. You know, looking at people on TV. Like one day I want to be on TV. This is where I grew up at 2205 Douglas Street, right here. Yeah, this is the house I grew up in. Yep, I was a little boy right here. My friend Keith used to live right here. He was murdered. And then my friend John and Superstar, we saw him and his brother. John passed away. Rest in peace, Keith. Rest in peace, John. Yep. And then right up the street was Teflon Sean. He lived up here.
Teflon Sean, they nicknamed the diminutive Sean Brand, until the day the 23-year-old Northeast man beat 8 out of 10 charges against him. Today, he got 26 years for the murder of Michael Green.
Police and prosecutors say Sean Brand is a violent man.
This is the house he grew up in, but they done changed it up. He grew up right here. Teflon Sean grew up right here. Yep, so we was on the same road. Man, start hanging out, running around, getting into trouble, you know, hanging around the older kids. But then the crack hit in the Ronald Reagan era. And man, it went to hell.
The murders, almost all of them, are committed in the black ghettos of Washington, which are like a combat zone.
Washington is now the murder capital of America, and possibly the drug capital, too.
You know, lost a lot of friends. We started selling drugs. We had guns, neighborhood beefs. And then we started going to the go-go's. Go-go music was our culture here. It started in the 70s. Chuck Brown, may God be pleased with him. That's the godfather of soul. So go-go music consists of drums, congos or the congas, keyboards, lead guitar, bass guitar. Then you have a lead talker. Then you have a number 2 man. He does your rapping and stuff like that, hype. Then you'll have a singer, but it all comes together in this beautiful music, man. But it was just a dangerous time in Washington, D.C. at those go-go's. We lost a lot of brothers and sisters, man. Shooting, you know, beefing with each other. Caught up in this Washington, D.C. drug era. I'm better than you, all that type of stuff. We was practicing trying to be a go-go band up here. Right up here through this alley. They done changed it up. We used to be right here, setting up, playing go-go, you know, trying to be a go-go band right here. sold rocks and stuff all right here. This the back of my house. That's my little alley. I used to come up, have my rocks. Used to sit right here. We gamble right here. This whole street, gamble, hustle. I hustle all right here. Thank you. I had my first child at 14 years old. I moved in with my girlfriend when I was 13 going on 14. We went to junior high school together, but I moved in with her. We had a daughter, and I was moving so fast, hustling, going to go-go, staying out all night. This is where I first started hustling over Southeast right here. Right there, sales place. Brother named Bushy got murdered. We had just whooped the pipe here. I got around here about 4 something on sales place, and a guy came with a Uzi and shot him all up in the chest. We started running and stuff, man. And that was my first break-in of hanging and living in Southeast. 14 and 15 was the 14, 15, 16. Man, you would have thought I was 35, man. Driving without a license, flying through the city, bunch of drugs and guns. Then man Burry came up with a program right at 14, summer youth program. A lot of y'all in Washington D.C. remember that. Man Burry gave me my first job, mayor for life. I love that brother there. Then I had another child at 15 going on 16. Then another child at 18. Then another child. Then another child. So I had 6 children before I was 24. I had 6 children. And I was just moving fast, man. And they kind of grew up with me. I could have been a better father, but I was so young. And I was learning. I was a child. I used to hustle down here. I got robbed down here back in like 92. Down here, West Virginia Avenue, man. Some Trinidad dudes robbed me and my man JT. He's dead. May God be pleased with him. Yeah, nice to hustle. Oh, they jamming over there. She just knows she got the right way. Hustle in these buildings right here. Me and my man JT. And back then we had like some working 50s. And we had a couple guys that come buy some and flip and, keep coming back. This time he came back with 4 guys. And they laid us down in the house. And I thought they was gonna kill us because my pistol wasn't in the room with me. My pistol was in there with my man JT was. And his mother was in the room with the door shut. Now all this happened, we getting robbed. His mother never knew what happened. She was in the bedroom, they laid us down. But my girlfriend Keisha was in here at the time. And his baby mother was in here. They were screaming and all that stuff. Please don't kill him and all that stuff. So I guess the guys had some sympathy and they didn't shoot. They just took our money or whatever. And they rolled out right over here. Right over here in this building right here, 717. This junk right here. I got robbed in there. I was hustling out of that building, but some of them a couple of them they're not living anymore. So that's what happened with that. So, I had to take care of my children. So I was hustling, selling drugs. Then I started working at a car dealership, Toyota. My cousin got me working up there as a porter. Wash the cars off. Somebody get a car, buy a car, take the stickers off, clean it up, bring it out. And then we started driving the cars to the go-go's. Taking the dealer tag, going to get free gas. We driving cars, brand new 4Runners, going to see S's. And then I had another job where I worked at a pawn shop. Started stealing at the pawn shop. Stealing VCRs, camcorders, selling it. Then I wound up getting fired from there. Then I was working at the airport, delivering mail to the airplanes. Then I was fueling the airplanes. Then I was working at U-Haul and the airport at the same time. Then my friend hired me from U-Haul, but then he wound up firing me. He was one of my best friends, but I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do, man. I was wild. So I started working at Dominion Electric. My baby mother got me there. My son's mother got me there, and then I wound up quitting. It was just too hard, man. The supervisor was so nasty to me. Then I had to get up like at 5:30 in the morning, catch the bus, catch the train. It took like almost 2 hours to get there, so I wound up just quitting. Then I worked at group home, and this is where it took me to where I'm at right now. My first group home I worked 14 hours. I worked there 14 hours. I quit. I said, oh, hell no. I'm not working no 14 hours on no Saturdays ever again. So I went to pick my check up maybe about 3 weeks later. It was $114. I'll never forget it. And the owner was in there. And I was like, nah, I can't do this. He said, well, what you gonna do? I said, he didn't want me to go back to the street or whatever. So he sent me to see his daughter. She gave me a good schedule or whatever. And I went back to work. So I'm working a group home for a few years and all that. And I said, man, I gotta do something for myself. So I said I can do my own group home. And I just, 2011, I woke up first day of the year and I wrote down my goals, which I thought were corny to do at first, but then I wrote down my goals. They worked. I went after my goals. So from January to August, I found a home. I ran into a good brother that's a friend of mine. His name is Ray. Good brother, my friend to the day. The first day I met him, he gave me a good opportunity and I ran with it. So once I got the first group home, it was hard to get the license for the group home. They kept shutting the door in my face. Come back and see us, you don't have this. Go down D.C, all right, boom, shut the door, you don't have this. Now this happened about 50 times. Everything I was trying to do was they were slamming the door in my face. And I started doubting myself. My mother even said, son, maybe God has something else for you. And I was like, no, this is it right here. I'm not giving up. This gonna work. But you gotta have a determined mind, focus to never give up. Because I was at the breaking point of giving up and the doors opened for me. I was finally able to get the license. When I got in there and opened that group home up, I just flourished. I moved in and started working. I still had my day job. Now I still had to go to my job Monday through Friday. Then I was blessed to get another group home. So I was working and running 2 group homes. Right here is Oakwood Street. All started when I came down this street right here to meet my brother Ray. We're going to this building right here on the corner. This is where it all started at. This is my first group home. This what started it right here. My first group home where I lived at and stuff right here. Yeah. I had to move in. I had to put in a lot of work, a lot of long nights, not sleeping, going to my 8-hour job, working here, 6 clients, feeding them, cleaning up, monitoring medication. Yeah. That's where it all started, man. Long nights, long days, right there. Southeast, man. Three years. I lived in there with mice. I lived in there with hopping spiders. It scared the shit out of me. Gunshots. But you got to put in the work if you want something. You got to take a risk. I could have lost my life anytime going around here, man. They robbed my clients. Yeah, and I'm from Northeast. And I had to move over here. I didn't have any money. I was grinding. I didn't have no money. I was grinding, so I fit right in with everybody. And it used to be packed out here, man. I used to walk up here. Yeah, walk up here. We're going to my second group home now. Over here in Northeast. We just left Southeast. We're over here in Northeast. This is my second group home right here. That's the second one I opened up. I was working this joint too, man. Yeah. Yeah, I went to school with him, man. Me and him fought and everything. Brad, man. What's up, man? Go. What's up with you? All I got, that's all I got, right? I got my card. I'll come back through here and give you something. You good? Yeah, man. I just seen yesterday. That's my fucking brother right there. Yeah, you be right here all the time?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, I'll be right here. What size shoe you wear? 12?
12.
Okay, I'll bring you something, man. I got you, bro.
I'm really feeling this shit right
here. Yeah, you are? Yeah, man, I love you, man. We family, Joe. Love you, man. I got you. All right. I left my job and just worked the group homes and then started getting staff. And I got a third group home, then a fourth group home, fifth group home, sixth group home. This is my third group home right here. Yep, I opened this one up in 2015. This is the fourth group home right there. Also, I used to sell weed right here back in 1997. Never knew that I'd be owning a group home right here where I used to sell weed. Me and my man L and Wop, Tone, you know, we used to sell sell weed right here. Today I have 6 group homes. I have a luxury car service, traveling around and doing real estate. Mind you, I'm coming from the street, making thousands of dollars at any time I want to, giving thousands of dollars away, shooting dice, losing thousands of dollars, clothes costing thousands of dollars, and I go to making $8 an hour. That's humble. But I wanted to be right, man. I didn't want to go to jail. I didn't want nobody shoot me in my head if I got through this far, through this murder capital of Washington D.C, where it was just so cruddy, you know. So I had to humble myself. And that goes for you. Whatever you're doing right now, it's the beginning, it's a start. You have to see yourself somewhere else. Write your goals down, write your plans out. Plan, focus, be consistent, change your mindset. Check the way you eat, check the way you think, check the way you look at things. What are you putting in your mind? You have to change all that just to reset. Look in the mirror and be honest with yourself. Go off to the side. You have to focus. And everybody cannot go. Everybody does not understand. You can't tell everybody your dreams because, oh, that's not going to work. You know, it's a lot of that. Family members, friends, children, they're not going to understand your plan. We want everything to be smooth. If everything is smooth, something's wrong. It was a struggle for you to come here. When you was in the womb, it was a struggle for you to get here. Those 9 months we was in our mother's womb, it was a struggle. Life is a struggle. I mean, look at me. I had 6 children at 24. And when you look at that age, it looked like my life was just over. Like, how am I be able to take care of all them? You know, how am I be able to get anything? Who gonna want me at 24 with 6 children? But don't stop, because I went through that. You can go through anything. No excuses. If I can do it, I know you can do it. No college education, no diploma, business owner, entrepreneur right here, traveling around the world, doing what I want to do. Yes, we want more. Yes, we strive for more. But appreciate what you have now. When you feeling down, look around and appreciate what you have. But don't stop your goals. And I always stress this. I'm going to stress this forever, because it starts up here. Nothing is more important than a made-up mind. Change your mindset today. What you think is who you are. Think right, eat right, focus, mindset, it all works together. And that's the power of positive thinking. It works. As long as you're not at the graveyard, you still have a chance. Get up and go to work.